What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's having a great day. Today we're going to talk about pre-workout. Is it bad? What are the benefits? Are there any benefits? Is it worth actually buying? Do the pros outweigh the cons? Are there any cons? You know what I mean. Okay, let's start the video. Yeah, now there's a lot of people that use pre-workout. It's quite a popular supplement you will find in the gym. People use it to have more intense exercise sessions, and they believe it gives you that extra boost to have a proper high intensity exercise session without their energy levels dropping off. Does this boost of energy outweigh the cons of using the supplement? And are there actually cons? Okay, now let's dive into the ingredients. So instead of just like searching people's opinions, I actually went in and I looked at every ingredient separately that's in your average pre-workout to see what effect that ingredient will have on your body. So the first ingredient we're going to talk about is caffeine. Now, pre-workout has got a lot of caffeine. I think your average pre-workout has got about the equivalent of 3 cups of coffee. So it's quite intense, the amount. And caffeine does unfortunately raise your heart rate. And this raise in heart rate can put stress on your cardiovascular system. But different people do handle caffeine differently. Like some people can drink 50,000 cups of coffee and it doesn't affect them at all. And some people will drink 1 cup of coffee and they feel like they're freaking out. You know what I mean? So if you feel a bad effect of the caffeine, you can always just lower your dosage until your body is used to it, because your body does get used to caffeine. If it feels like your heart rate is going very high or whatever, just lower your dosage. It should fix the problem there, or just don't use it. If you feel like you have to use pre-workout and your heart does funny things when you're on it, just lower the dosage, because that's just probably the caffeine. If you don't want to use it, don't use it then, eh? Second ingredient, beta-alanine. Beta-alanine promotes nerve signal function, and a study done by the International Society of Sports Nutrition shows that supplementation with beta-alanine will enhance your performance and delay fatigue. In other words, this ingredient actually does work and will help you to have a better workout session. Next ingredient, L-arginine. Now, I have talked about L-arginine on this channel before in my how to get more vascular video. Now, basically what L-arginine does is it relaxes your blood vessels and lets more blood through, so your blood flow will increase. Yeah, so it lets more blood through. Now, there isn't many research that actually proves that that L-arginine actually increases your performance in any way. But there's also no studies or evidence that shows that it has a bad effect on you. It's good. It's neither good nor bad. It doesn't have a good effect, but it doesn't really have a bad effect either. It's not harmful. So you can decide for yourself on that one. It's just an extra ingredient. Creatine. Now, I made a whole video on creatine. I'll link it here, and I'll link it in the description if you want to watch it. All creatine basically does is, I'm going to really sum it up. It will give you extra bursts of energy, so you can and it will help you with like explosive training or heavy weights or whatever. There's no real side effects to creatine. Like I said, I did a whole video about it. If you want to know more about what creatine does and if there are any side effects, if it's safe to use, blah blah blah, I'll link to it in the description. But it's fine. Creatine isn't bad for you. And creatine, there's a bunch of studies showing that creatine actually does help you enhance your exercise session. Now, the next one is taurine. The next ingredient in pre-workout is taurine. Taurine is the one ingredient I could find problems with, but the studies are very conflicting. Now, the job of taurine is to stabilize cell membranes and to regulate the transport of nutrients throughout your body. According to the Journal of Strength and Conditioning, the combination of caffeine and taurine will actually increase fatigue. In other words, it will decrease exercise potential. But I found this study that shows that taurine reduces the effect that the caffeine has on your cardiovascular system. In other words, it decreases the stress that the caffeine puts on your heart. Because remember I said caffeine raises your heart rate, now taurine brings it back down again. But then I found the study that shows that taurine has a bad effect on the brain function of adolescents and teenagers. So this is this one has got very conflicting studies. Like the combo, and not just taurine, the combo of taurine and caffeine. This is the big thing here, is when they mix in pre-workout, in energy drinks, all of this stuff. So this is where the problem comes in, or doesn't, because the one study is like pro, saying, okay, but it helps regulate the heart rate, but the other studies say, okay, no, but it's got this bad effect and this bad effect. So it's up to you. On the one side, it does show that it actually increases fatigue. So that's bad for exercise because you don't want to fatigue quicker. The whole point of the pre-workout is to last longer in the gym without getting tired. But probably the reason they put the taurine in is because it has that effect on the caffeine, so it's not as bad for your heart. But then again, a lot of people that actually use pre-workout are like in high school, like the gym bros, the real gym bros, and the study proves that it's got a bad effect on adolescents and teenagers. So it's a difficult one. The next ingredient is betaine. Now, betaine's job or function in the body is to process the fat and help with liver function. So it helps to regulate your liver so it works properly. It helps your liver to work properly. So that's all of the ingredients that you find in most of the pre-workouts. In my opinion, it depends on person to person. If you use pre-workout and you feel, okay, this doesn't feel, it makes me feel anxious or whatever, or jittery, or you just don't like the feeling, then don't use it. Like I did use pre-workout, and because I do have a heart issue, I can't use it because it makes my heart rate go too high and then too low, and it's just not good. But it doesn't have that effect on everybody. So it's up to you. If you have heart problems, don't use it because it's not going to be good for you. Don't use it then. If you are fine, if you are a healthy human that's got no issues, no errors, fuck it, you are like just in great health, then use it. But don't, also, if you're a newbie in the gym, don't use it. You don't need it. It's not going to benefit you. If you've been training for a long time, if you are a real gym veteran, then you can use it because you probably won't have any side effects because your body is already, you are healthy, so your heart rate will be low, your blood pressure should be perfect. So using a substance such as pre-workout will enhance your training experience. If you are a newbie to the gym, you don't need it, so you're just gonna, it's gonna be bad, so don't use it. Okay, so that's that for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I see you in the next video.